Hello everyone, this is the real Nerf Red Hood. Currently back in my training grounds with the real Nerf mod gun. Long story short, I would say this nicely, we're slumming it back here with myself and Retro because, get this, he lost power due to local event reasons. I guess card 2 if there is one. And I'm currently, I guess the penthouse suite of old orphanage bedrooms, so long story there. So, bit of the news. Death in the family happened. The comic that killed me is now retooling under the Red Hood. Yeah, cards of the trailer there. We'll get to this first before we get to the Nerf review. We tried filming it with the figures before the power went out at Retro's place. I freaked out, honestly, and personally, I wanted to kill a lot of DC staff for retooling under the Red Hood. Now, I think personally, myself and Retro never really did a full retro review of it, and I'm not a big fan of Dean voicing me. Troy Baker? Why not? I mean, I'll defend Last of Us 2 if I gotta, but apparently Retro's a big Dean fan. I know he means it in the WWE sense, but knowing him, it's probably the supernatural sense. So, not my usual layout. Long story. It's a nice room. It's cool. It's not 3 bedrooms stacked. Believe me, this orphanage used to be a lot shittier than it looks. Just saying. So, you're probably wondering why I'm doing a Avenger Force review. If you saw the title, we're going to be covering the Villanator. And, it's already out of the box. I did a couple of range tests. Nearly got yelled for it, but it's a whole other thing there. Yeah, there's a real reason why I wanted this. Other than this thing is a very good killer app when it comes to being anti-Nerf, in case you guys want to do the Avenger Force route. No. An old evil that, kind of spawned off my entire lineage. No symbol aside, long story on this one, it's civvies. I would love to tell you it's another Matches Malone disguise. Nah, I'm just in my civvies. I'm just waiting this out. I didn't even patrol at all this week. It's a long story there. So, now, as far as Old Evil goes, the real Nerf Corpus Christi Joker had already reviewed it. And, he loves it. A little too much. So, Joker like usual. At least in the real Nerf sense of my namesake. So, to him, this is a big shout out to him. Even though, you know, the usual shout out usually would be you putting a crowbar to my head and thumping it with a bunch of... I won't get into the specifics of the Nerf version of my death, but let's just say it's crap. So, this is the Villanator. It actually is in frame because, as you can tell, I'm not in frame. The whole story there. And I thought, because how short the stock is, now that I think about it, got the frame just fine. But, in case the camera was a little too long, it has a pusher system. It looks pretty good. Not bad stuff. I think it's of the same material that new Nexus Pro that Retro's gushing on and on about. It's the future of Nerf! Okay, so what if it is? Apparently it is. So, locks into place. Hits pretty hard, which means it's probably going to hold pretty hard. Choke up's not bad for my size and Retro, so that ain't bad. Draws a little bit short and locked in, so not bad for single fire. Pretty good. Going off with a pillow strategy because it's been a while since Retro's been in this place too. Another long story for his OC lore, whatever that was going on about. Anyway, slam fire though. Hits damn good and sometimes accurate on the 20-foot range. I think American Foam mentioned that, so yeah, it's not bad 20 feet on the slam fire. Accuracy's on point. You miss a few shots on the 40, but it's okay. Drac already kind of cronied it, I think, a week or two ago, card his review, and even shooting it myself, this thing's running hot. I'm not even gonna lie. It's getting high 80s, maybe low 90s. I could be wrong. I think that's probably the single fire. And another cool thing about the Avenger Force Villanator Let me do this on camera. She can totally be a removable drum. The instructions have it in more of a U shape. This is my first time doing these kinds of drums for the channel. And clicking it, I did this right. Ooh, it's easy stuff. And the turret isn't really in a counter-rotative thing. I think it's on the other side of my side, facing your, I guess, left, I guess, if you're seeing it on camera. So, yeah. And realigning it is actually pretty easy. It's, again, you can virtually do it anywhere. Another cool thing, is for the drums here, they have no pegs whatsoever. So if you are that type of guy that wants to do an Eyes of Fire style rear load, totally do it. It's definitely worth the time. What else? I'm going to do overalls because I'm pretty sure Maga just found out what's going on. Overall, this is a really sweet blaster. It's coming in at 24 bucks here in New York. I don't know where in your neck of the woods. Best guess 20 in other Walmarts. It is a Walmart exclusive. Buy online, you have to. Haven't really gotten to the build quality. It is really good. Aside from my gloves, like usual. When I was barehanded with this thing, like so, it actually grips pretty good. I recommend grip tape if you're gonna just do your usual gloves or fingerless gloves kind of loadouts for stuff like this. And for me personally, I'm spray painting the shit out of this in Real Nerf red and black colors as a big fuck you to the Real Nerf Joker. Hi, by the way, still. And overall, it's got a lot going for it. The drum itself, I hope they buy separately on Avenger Force's website. I would totally buy, like, I don't know, 5 or 6 drums if they're like, I don't know, $5-10 bucks. Put it in a dumb pouch. And I don't know, just go to town at a meeting or two for those pesky little Real Nerf drug dealers. Yeah, it turns out apparently airsoft BBs are medicinal in some degree. I'm not an expert at that. Maybe a nitrous thing. Who knows? So, that's my quick and dirty review for the Villanator. Now on to my final thoughts, quickly, for DC Showcase, Death in the Family. It's more like, what's that Final Destination movie? 3, where it had like a choose your fate kind of thing. And apparently there was like a secret third option if I had somehow managed to live or survive without having Batman's help on the day I got my ass crowbarred. Sounds wild, but the whole movie just, again, feels like a fucking, oh, by the way, adult content coming up, sorry for any new subscribers. Sounds like a fucking, I don't know, DVD extra instead of an actual showcase movie. If you actually do want to see a current showcase movie, I think they did a Sergeant Ford, I forgot the guy's name. It's an old World War II character. Card to that, and to Death from, Sandman. Also, speaking of in, Sandman news, I'm not stupid. John, if we get the house back on, wants to do, I think, a so far review, because it's not done yet, on Luther. Yeah, not Luther, Lucifer. Yeah, Lucifer Morningstar of all fucking people. Yeah, it's a long story there. And, Retro's interested in making me do it. Because he doesn't want to do it, and apparently if Retro does it, he gets possessed or something. I'll figure out the details with him next time. Anyway, so aside from that, there is another DC Showcase short, in case you guys also want to watch, of Death. One of the major players in Sandman, so credit to that as well. So, hopefully you got something out of this, because I'm not gonna lie, this is a pretty shitty week for myself and Retro. To be stuck here at Ma Guns. Ma Real Nerf Guns. Trust me, I'm a crazy son of a bitch. But I ain't got nothing on Ma Gun. So, let me just get back into frame and say, end card's finally coming up. Over here to the previous video, which was yet another Nerf-related video of Retro having his 2 cents on the Elite 2.0 line. And, I'm not a big fan of Will Comet 7. In-game, kayfabe-wise. Out of kayfabe-wise, I really feel sorry for the kid. I mean, dude lost his mind. He's a huge shotgun fan, and I kind of I disabled a shitload of shotguns back when I was still robbing. And, other, I guess, non-glove hand here to see, Retro's thoughts on, G4. Yeah, apparently he still thinks it's all Kevin Pereira's idea. Like, he's got, like, a Pepe Sylvia kind of board set up, before the power went out, so you might see it next week. Who knows? Also, stuff he might want to see next week. I think Retro solo content, if he's still here tomorrow, he might want to do positive reviews. I don't know. He's just getting all negative and stuff, or I guess he wants to even out the BS that's been happening this week. I don't know. Who knows? So, that all being said, I'm the real Nerf Red Hood, and welcome back to the game, Joker. You're gonna be mine. You're gonna be mine! If I could get out of Ma Gun's house first.